Don't forget to like, subscribe, and what do you call it? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification. And turn on your notification. Much love. Peace, family. Hi everyone, this is your girl Lucia. So I want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I want to say thank you for the support and the likes and the viewing of my videos. I don't even know where to start. So I realized that I hadn't done an introduction to what's exactly going on in this channel. So I am a founder of an app called Mvula App. It's still coming. The app is it's designed to. It's almost like a Kindle. What it does is that local authors can upload their books there, and people can download them and read them from the app. So what I'm trying to do is reduce the cost of publishing for authors. As you guys might know that it gets very expensive sometimes to print and to do the whole thing of publishing. It's very costly. So I tried to come up with a solution when I faced the same problem, where when I tried to publish, it cost me a lot, and I'm at a point where I still haven't published I still haven't printed any of my books because the money is not there. So those authors, right, that trust me with their work, that trust me to put their work in a good place, in the app, and then sell it for them. I charge them 20% of the selling price, and it's just to create a community of people who read. Because also from a reader's perspective, when you love to read but you don't have money, then you can't afford the books, and then you end up downloading those books that are not that are pirated, and that is at a disadvantage to the authors. So I'm trying to solve that problem. They can be able to buy books at a lower price, because when it's an ebook, it's usually very not too costly. Okay, so I'm gonna try to keep this short, guys. So the Mvula App YouTube page is almost like a platform where I'm trying to get local authors a space where they can express themselves. We are trying to create a place where people can be comfortable enough to speak about what has what has inspired them to write and what their books are about. Also to give them exposure to the people, so that you guys can also know about your authors and know about their stories and what makes them write, what inspires them to write. So I'm not going to be like sharing any personal stuff here, maybe a poem here or there. And I'm thinking of introducing non-fiction Sundays where I share or review the non-fiction books that I read. So I'm an avid reader, but I read mostly fiction, So when it came to a point where I decided to I want to follow my dream, and I want to also understand what other people think outside the fiction world. So I tried to teach myself to read nonfiction as well, and I do that on Sundays. It's not easy to transfer from reading fiction to reading nonfiction, but I'm trying to share that with you guys because I feel like nonfiction is important as well, just as much as fiction is, because fiction for me, it's an escape. I can be in the shoes of somebody else. I can listen to somebody's stories instead of being worried about my own. So yeah, I'll see about that. I don't want to give myself like too much work, because guys, also books for me have been an escape, because my emotions are sometimes unstable mentally. Sometimes we break down, but with books I've found a place where I can just be myself, where I can just lose myself in somebody else's stories and forget about life for a moment. So I feel like it's important to support people whose stories we can relate to, whose stories are real. Like, I'm hoping that I can get people like Abo Sistututube, who's the person who inspired me to start writing, and Abo Takalani M, those people who have been like custodians of local literature. So by being a part of this channel, you are making people's dreams come true, because people write. There are so many local writers out there who are not known. So I'm trying to give them a platform where they can be like, okay, this is what I've done and please support me, like that, so you can understand that there's a lot of people who are writing out there, and the stories also need to be heard, and we need to support them as much as we can. And yeah, guys, it's just, I want to talk about what has made me be where I am, because life sometimes knocks you down. Sometimes you feel like you don't even want to wake up, you don't want nothing. But and then you read a book, and then there's a happy ending in that book, and then you realize that, man, troubles may come, but they won't last, so that's what books have done for me. And by sharing these people's stories, by letting you guys know who they are, what they have done, where they come from, why they write, it might help you to understand the reason behind their stories, and also to appreciate the literature that we give to you people. So I'm aspiring to work with a lot of local publishers. I currently am working with I write what I like, African Literature Hub, which is known as Iwila. That is Dr. Ngungama's baby. So I have found a lot of people who I have interviewed are from that publishing house, but I'm also looking for other small publishing houses who, like, where the people need exposure, so I can work with them. But we're trying to get this mainstream, guys, because there's a lot of people who write literature in South Africa, but they are not recognized by other South Africans. So, like, I feel like this could give birth to a new era, where people are comfortable to share their thoughts, to write, because they will get the recognition that they need. We have to break boundaries and make this thing ours. We can't, we have to open our own doors. Like, if doors don't open for you, then enter by the window, bruh. Enter by the window, or just create a new door for yourself and enter through that. So that's what we're doing. If mainstream channels are not accepting us because they're being controlled by, I don't know what minority or whatever, then we are going to open our own channels that are going to give us the recognition that we deserve. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I hope that by listening to my videos, by watching my videos, you guys could learn something, and you guys could start supporting literature written by local authors. We are learning, we are growing, and soon enough, our literature industry will be like saturated with Black people who write Black stories, and yeah, I feel like that's really important to give our own people a platform where they can express themselves, to listen to our own stories and share them. Because, guys, it's very, you see, now the problem that I'm experiencing is that I'm trying to find out the culture and religion of Black people before apartheid came. And I can't find anything that wasn't written by a white person, right? That's because we didn't have a literature industry at that time that would allow people to write down their stories and keep them. Because the only way we can, like, pass down our culture, ourselves, our beliefs is through telling stories. So I believe that if we allow people to tell their stories, then future generations will not suffer from not knowing what we believed in, who we are, what our history is, what our culture is, So it's a very great initiative, I believe, and I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to keep fighting until we reach 200 subscribers, until we reach 500 subscribers, and until the world actually understands what's going on with literature, with our literature, So we're telling our stories, and we are passing down our own we're passing down our own stories, bruh. We're passing down our culture. We're preserving it in the form of books. And I believe that if we allow everybody to tell their story, we can, there's a lot we can learn from other people. So, yeah, as I said, this is not about me. This is not about me getting exposure. This is not about me like trying to be famous or something. This is about me trying to open the industry for everyone. This is about me encouraging every young black person out there who wants to write, that writes. We are out here. We are going to help you with publishing. We are going to help you with whatever you may need, because we are there and we understand the struggle, so you have to write. You have to like allow yourself, your story that's inside your head, that story that you want to tell, write it down. People want to hear it, and it matters, and soon enough our industry is going to be open to you, and you won't even feel you won't even be scared to write anymore. So let's keep writing. Let's keep telling our stories in our way. You don't need to follow any format. You don't need to follow any formula. You are just doing your thing in your own way. You remember how when Hlomu came out and you were reading that book and you're like, this is not the right sentence construct. But the story there kept you hooked, it kept you captivated, it kept you reading until you read Zandile, until you read Naledi, and now you are reading Ikunga from Usistututuwe, because it's the story more than the writing style, more than the structure of the book, more than anything else. It's the story that she tells that is authentically African, that we can relate to. So it doesn't matter how you write it. It doesn't matter how you construct your sentence, how you construct your whole book. Like, it really doesn't matter. What matters is that you have the strength to tell your own story in your own way, and that's what we're striving for people who will be able to tell their stories. And I'm going to, in this channel, I'm going to be just basically talking about literature. I'm going to be talking about non-fiction. I'm going to be talking about fiction. I'm going to be talking to authors. And I'm also going to maybe dabble into other kinds of arts, because I really love arts, music. I love seeing local talent growing. And so I might also interview people who are maybe entrepreneurs and singers or artists, but mostly the focus of this channel is to talk to authors and the inspiration behind their books. And I really hope that as we grow together, as I also learn how to interview people better, I learn how to have conversation with them better, so that they can be comfortable enough to share themselves into this channel, and so as well you get to learn, you get to understand where they come from and how their stories came up. And I really hope that this makes a change in terms of like getting people to understand that there's literature out there and people are doing it, and people are doing it very well, So yeah, that's very important to me, that people understand South African literature as it is, and that it's there, and that we are writing, And someday we're not going to be writing on Facebook insert each day for free. Someday our work will be worth something, and I am there for the process from here to that pedestal where we will be sitting at soon enough. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me, and thank you for being a part of this channel. Thank you for trusting me with for watching my videos and trusting that I will bring the content that you guys deserve. And I will try my best to bring people. I try to get like authors that are established as well, to learn how they got there, because we all want to get there. We are all trying to get to a point where we are renowned authors, where we are known, So we're going to try to get that, and we're going to talk to people as well who haven't reached that point but who are on the way to going there. Also, guys, it's my birthday today. Yes, 20th of October, I'm turning 21, and I'm really grateful for all the milestones that I've accomplished in my life, and I'm hoping that this is also going to be one of those milestones that I'm going to be so excited about in the future. Thank you so much. Love you. Our hashtag is hashtag Aine Mvula with the capital M, Aine Mvula, capital letter M. Hashtag Aine Mvula. It means that let it rain, and raining is a symbol of abundance. It's a symbol of many things starting. It's a symbol of growth. So that is where the Mvula comes from. Everything must grow. From this, we are expecting the growth of the literature industry. Okay, much love to you guys, and I will come back to you with another author who I'm not sure it's gonna be this time, but Saturday, I believe, I'll be posting the other video, the next second episode of Good Talk with Lucia. Thank you so much, guys, and welcome to the family. Much love.